Number 1. Star Platinum. Alright folks, buckle up because we're diving into one of the most iconic stands in all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Star Platinum. Yeah, you know the one, the muscle-bound, punch-happy bestie of Jotaro Kojo. First making its grand entrance in Stardust Crusaders, and sticking around for Diamond is Unbreakable in Stone Ocean. Star Platinum's like the action hero of stands. I mean, we're talking next level power and speed here. Oh, and did I mention it can stop freaking time? Yeah, Dio is quaking, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Let's talk looks first, shall we? Star Platinum's basically Jotaro if Jotaro decided to level up to bodybuilder supreme. Picture this, tall, ripped, and rocking a look that can only be described as, what if a Greek statue came to life and raided a superhero closet? His color palette's always shifting, sometimes he's purple, sometimes blue, and occasionally with a splash of gold just to keep things fancy. He's got this long flowing hair that's just begging for a slow-mo scene, and his face is all sharp angles and fierce determination. Like seriously, this dude looks like he's about to bench press a mountain and judge you for not doing leg day. Oh, and don't forget the metallic headband, because every overpowered being needs accessories, right? Now personality. Well, here's the twist. Star Platinum's not really the talkative type, unless you count shouting "Ororororo" at breakneck speed as conversation. Jotaro himself describes Star Platinum as, violent. Like the kind of violent where he'll just throw hands first and ask questions never. But here's the cool part. For all the punching, this guy's got some serious loyalty. Remember when Jotaro was like, hey, let's see if I can shoot myself? And Star Platinum was like, nope. Yeah, that's what you call dedication. Abilities? Oh boy, hold on to your hats. If you thought Iron Man's suit was cool, wait till you hear what Star Platinum's packing. We're talking superhuman everything. Strength, speed, precision. This guy can bend steel like it's Play-Doh, throw a Jeep around like a toy, and catch bullets with all the effort of someone swatting a fly. Oh, and did I mention that whole stopping time thing? Yeah, Dio thought he had the market cornered on the trick until Star Platinum gave him a taste of his own medicine. Talk about a power move. Now let's face it, Star Platinum's range is kinda limited. 2 meters. That's right, 2 meters from Jotaro, and you're in the danger zone. But with all that speed and power, does range even matter? The dude's a wrecking ball in close combat, and when it comes to a punch-off, he's the heavyweight champ. 1 minute you're fine, and the next minute you're being aura'd into oblivion. Take notes, folks. This is what peak stand performance looks like. And you know what's really crazy? For all his god-tier abilities, Star Platinum doesn't need any flashy superpowers to get the job done. No weird gimmicks or convoluted abilities, just raw strength, speed, and a seriously bad attitude. He's like the Hulk of stands, except, you know, smarter and less prone to smashing things just because. And when Jotaro finally taps into Star Platinum's true potential, forget it, game over. Dio learned that the hard way, didn't he? At the end of the day, Star Platinum's not just strong, he's legendary. The kind of stand that makes you want to skip leg day and just practice your best ora. So yeah, Jotaro Kojo hit the jackpot with this guy. And honestly, if you ever find yourself in a standoff, you better hope Star Platinum's not on the other side of the ring. Or you know, just stay outside that 2-meter range. But hey, who's counting? Number 2. The World. The World is not just a stand, it's Dio's ultimate weapon in the epic saga of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, specifically in Stardust Crusaders. Picture this. A stand so powerful it can mess with time itself, wielded by a user who's as charismatic as he is menacing. Dio's world is both feared and revered, leaving every other character in the series quaking in their boots. Let's talk about how this bad boy looks. The world is a towering muscle-bound humanoid that screams intimidation, sporting a style that mirrors Dio's own fab fashion choices. It's decked out in a wicked headpiece that veils its face down to the tip of its nose, giving it a distinct, almost regal appearance. Think Egyptian vibes with a touch of badassery. And oh boy, those small twin diving cylinders on its back? They're not just for show. They connect to its mask like it's ready for some serious underwater action. And those hands? Each one boasts a simple clock face that hints at its time-bending abilities, plus heart shapes adorn its chin, abdomen, crotch, and knees. Because who doesn't love a little flair with their fear? Armor plates on its shin and sharp-toed clogs complete the look. ensuring that Dio's stand is as stylish as it is deadly. Now, Dio had some big plans for the world, like engravings of 14 phrases to immortalize its power, though those never made it onto the stand itself. Maybe he thought they were too cheesy. But here's the kicker. The world was designed to be a boss character, contrasting with Star Platinum's bold colors and traits, because what's better than a power struggle between two epic foes? As for personality, the world is a bit of an enigma. While it may not chat much, mostly just grunts and growls like it's auditioning for a heavy metal band, it sure knows how to bring the pain. When it smiles, you know things are about to get ugly. Just listen for its iconic stand cry, Muda Muda Muda, or useless, useless, useless. You could practically hear it echo through the streets as Dio sends his enemies flying. Now let's get to the juicy bits, the abilities. The world is a close-range powerhouse, rocking a 10-meter manifestation range that makes it one of the most dangerous stands in the entire franchise. This bad boy packs a punch with insane strength, speed, and precision, which allows Dio to literally punch through his enemies like they're made of paper. Just ask Kakyoin, he's got the bruises to prove it. But the real showstopper, its ability to stop time. That's right, Dio can freeze everything in its tracks while he moves freely. Talk about an unfair advantage. During those precious seconds, he can toy with his foes like a cat with a mouse. Anything he throws, yeah, it keeps moving even after time resumes. So if you thought you were safe, think again. Unfortunately for Dio, he has to consciously activate this ability. So if you're quick on your feet and catch him off guard, you might just ruin his plans. In his weakened state during Stardust Crusaders, he could only stop time for 5 seconds, and that's still more than enough to wreak havoc. Number 3. Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond, the stand of Josuke Higashikata, burst onto the scene in the 4th part of JoJo's bizarre adventure. Diamond is unbreakable, ready to flex some serious power. This bad boy isn't just another pretty face, it's got strength that rivals the legendary Star Platinum, and it can heal and repair just about anything or anyone. Talk about a multitasker. Now let's take a moment to appreciate this humanoid hunk, standing tall and muscular, often matching Josuke's height or even towering over him. Crazy Diamond is decked out in an array of armor plates that look like they were designed by a kid in an art class who really loves shapes. We're talking circular, oval, cylindrical, and heart-shaped pieces all over the place. And that helmet? Oh man, it's like a stylish Corinthian helmet. Had a heart-shaped love child. Plus those cables on the back, they're like a cherry on top to this wild design. When it comes to personality, Crazy Diamond is a bit of an enigma. Sporting a constant angry or blank expression during fights, it shouts "da-da-da-da-da" as it goes all out on its enemies. It's not like this stand is known for its chatty nature. Nah, it's all about business. In rare moments, you might catch a glimpse of its emotions, like when it showed fear during the clash with Bug Eaten. But overall, it's more of a muscle-bound powerhouse than a deep thinker. Jotaro Kojo himself had the honor of naming this beast. And let me tell you, it fits. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of its abilities. Crazy Diamond is a close-range stand, just like Star Platinum, which means it packs a punch and moves like the wind. But don't expect it to stretch its range past 2 meters, but boy does it make up for it. Super strength? Check. Crazy Diamond can smash through the guts of 2 foes at once. Yikes. It's so strong that even Jotaro, caught off guard, had to admit it broke through his defenses. Super speed? Double check. This guy can zip past stands like Red Hot Chili Pepper and Highway Star in close combat, with strikes clocking in at over 300 kilometers per hour. Seriously, that's faster than your last trip to the grocery store. And let's not forget about precision. According to Jotaro, Crazy Diamond can fire a bullet from its fingers up to 70 meters. When Josuke's really focused, talk about a sharpshooter. But the real magic? Crazy Diamond's ability to restore anything to a previous state with just a touch. Need to fix a broken object or heal an injury? No problem. Crazy Diamond's got your back, restoring everything from a shattered crate to a severed hand seeking its home. Just don't take Josuke off. If he's in a bad mood while using this ability, things might get a little wonky. Now there are limits. Crazy Diamond can't heal itself or bring back the dead, and if you thought it could cure diseases, think again. But hey, Josuke makes the most of it. He's out there healing allies, trapping enemies, and even getting a little creative by fusing objects together like a crafting pro. You thought your DIY skills were impressive? Josuke takes it to another level. Killer Queen. Killer Queen, the formidable stand of the charmingly twisted Yoshikage Kira, struts its stuff in the 4th act of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Diamond is unbreakable. Picture this: a buff humanoid figure with cat-like flair. Killer Queen's entire shtick revolves around bombs that can reduce a person to a puff of smoke faster than you can say boom. Talk about explosive personality, am I right? Now let's break it down. Killer Queen isn't just some run-of-the-mill stand. It's a masterpiece of design that channels the sleekness of a cat and the edginess of a skull. It's got those sharp triangular ears perched on top of its head, those mesmerizing cat-like eyes with vertical pupils, and a mouth that's perpetually sealed. Kinda like Kira's secrets. Dressed to kill, literally, Killer Queen rocks dark studded gloves and footwear that scream, "I'm dangerous and fashionable." Those skull emblems, they're like the cherry on top of this stylish, deadly sundae. Let's talk personality, shall we? Killer Queen is a real enigma. Its expression is like that one friend who never shows emotion, forever stuck in a neutral, wide-eyed gaze. Sure, it might scowl at Jotaro when things get intense, but otherwise it's all poker face, baby. Kira might be the one pulling the strings, but Killer Queen is just as much as a character in this twisted tale. Now on to its abilities. This stand isn't just flexing muscles. It's got a toolkit of a bomb-related power that would make any villain jealous. The primary trick? Kira can change anything, yes anything, into a bomb by just touching it. Imagine that, a casual touch turns your everyday objects into a ticking time bomb. And when it comes time to detonate, all Kira has to do is push his thumb against his finger and boom. Not only can it blow up stuff, but the victims are vaporized down to their very atoms. Poof, no evidence left behind, like a real-life magician. So why is Killer Queen such a big deal? Well, it embodies Kira's desire to keep his murderous escapades under wraps, while also showcasing some seriously strategic gameplay in battles. With the power to incinerate his foes without a trace, Kira walks the fine line between chaos and stealth. Wonder of You. The Wonder of You, the one and only stand of the enigmatic Toru, shines bright in the 8th part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, JoJo Lion. This bad boy gets introduced in the Wonder of You arc, and oh boy is it a doozy. Picture this, a sentient stand moonlighting as the head honcho of TG University Hospital under the guise of Satoru. Yeah, you heard that right. This dude's got a side gig impersonating a retired medical pro while he's busy causing all sorts of calamity for anyone who dares to step out of line. So what does this guy look like? Imagine an artificial humanoid with robotic vibes, boasting a large torso and those spindly, tubular arms. Talk about a fashion statement. Its body is decked out in these evenly spaced circular ridges, topped off with some wicked long curved blades on the wrists. And the head? Oh man, it's got this flattened ovoid shape with 2 coin-like eyes that initially look like suns. Total homage to Toru's flair. And wait, there's a catch. Wonder of You doesn't just roll up as is. It wears a disguise depending on who's looking. To the clueless public, it's an elderly dude named Sotaro Akafu, a stocky 89-year-old man with cheekbones that could cut glass and a beard styled into spikes. Seriously, this guy's got more character than a sitcom. Now let's talk about abilities, because Wonder of You isn't just some pretty face in a suit. This stand is an absolute powerhouse, chilling in the shadows and pulling strings with a confidence that screams, "Try me." Tauka, the journalist, thinks he can spill the beans on some shady medical practices. Nah, Akafu's got a disaster waiting in the wings, ready to ruin his day before he even gets the chance to publish. And don't get me started on Wonder of You's adaptability. It's got the moves to dodge direct combat, sending out rock animals to do the dirty work instead. It's like the stand's playing chess while everyone else is still figuring out checkers. And just when you think it couldn't get more layered, Wonder of You also flexes its dominance over humanity. You lot have no permission to own anything, it declares, flipping the script on anyone who thinks they can lay claim to the low kakaka or even a simple pear orchard. That's right, this stand knows its worth, valuing the low kakaka 6251 at a whopping 200 million yen for their miraculous healing properties. Now while masquerading as the director, Akafu struts around like he owns the place, ready to unveil the low kakaka 6251 to an audience in jaw about its groundbreaking implications in medicine. But don't be fooled, there's a sly cunning behind those beady eyes. ready to exchange business cards with journalists while keeping its true identity locked up tighter than a vault. So what does this all mean? Well, Wonder of You is a whirlwind of intrigue and danger, mixing the ordinary with the extraordinary, all while leaving everyone guessing. What's this calamity really capable of? It's not just a stand, it's a game changer, blending seamlessly into the chaos of JoJo Lion's narrative while keeping its true power hidden just beneath the surface. Now that's what I call a stand with some serious flair. Hermit Purple. Hermit Purple isn't just any stand, it's the embodiment of Joseph Joestar's cunning and resourcefulness, playing a key role in JoJo's bizarre adventure, Stardust Crusaders, and making a brief cameo in Diamond is Unbreakable. Picture this, a stand with vine-like tendrils sprouting from Joseph's hands, each one pulsating with the power to unveil secrets from across the globe. Talk about a game changer. Imagine purple vines, thorn-covered and resilient, curling around Joseph's hands like nature's own weapon. These tendrils aren't just for show, they can hold up Joseph's weight and bind opponents, proving that while they may not pack the same punch as other stands, their strength lies in versatility. The stand mirrors the Hermit Tarot card, which represents introspection and contemplation. Joseph's ability to divine messages and information highlights this introspective nature, making Hermit Purple a true extension of his personality. While the vines of Hermit Purple might not have the brute force of some other stands, their true power lies in divination. Joseph can tap into the supernatural to extract all sorts of information. He's the ultimate detective, capable of materializing images, locating items, or even peering into someone's mind. The vine-like appendages can be manipulated like ropes, giving Joseph the ability to swing through the air or restrain his enemies effectively. Hermit Purple's divination powers are where it really shines. Psychic photographs. By smashing a camera, Joseph can capture moments in time. The resulting photo reveals what happens right then and there, offering critical intel for any situation. Live psychic videos. He can tap into a TV, pulling together random channels to construct coherent messages that reveal thoughts or show distant locations, even the inside of his own head. Talk about an eye-opener. Mapping the unseen. Using dust on an unpaved road, he can conjure up a detailed map indicating the precise location of whatever he seeks. Treasure hunting just got a whole lot easier. Analyzing machinery. Whether it's checking a gaming console for tampering or investigating other mechanical devices, Joseph can see through the deception, making him a tech-savvy stand user. But wait, there's more. Hermit Purple doesn't just stop at divination. It has the uncanny ability to interface with electronics, letting Joseph take control when needed. For instance, he once commandeered a Cessna's electronic system, stabilizing the plane in a moment of crisis. Talk about a high-flying rescue. Plus, his ability to check gaming consoles for tampering confirms that Joseph isn't just about flashy powers. He's got the brains to back them up. Which stand is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.